So let's talk about this, I guess, Colleen Ballinger, lawyer nonsense. Now, obviously, these people, once again, they just don't get it. I was moving on, you guys. I was done talking about Colleen. And now here we are, once again, with another thumbnail, another title. And you guys can't even blame me, right? Like, this is pretty juicy. You guys can't even be like, yo, stop talking about Colleen already. This is like the 5th video in a row. It's like, well, yeah, they sent me you know. And then if they have a private eye, tailing me, then I'll make another video about it. I'm just saying. So this all started when Ethan's Basement, which is a fan channel, made a tweet or something, because I had not received this letter. In fact, I'll go as far, we checked all of my emails. We received it last night at 8:30.
Correct.
So before then, her brilliant lawyer had sent this cease and desist to Ethan's Basement. Just reflect on that for a moment. You know, not the public email address I have for work that I check regularly. You know, not my main email that I check associated with my YouTube account. No, Ethan's Basement. Okay. Well, he's a traditional media lawyer, as I understand it. So the boomer energy is strong. What was that? I like that.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
It was a little bit loud.
I think I need music. Zach would have dropped in music by now, and it gets me in the mood.
That was kind of
Is
good.
this much?
No, I like it.
I feel like I'm in Battlefield.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, okay, cool.
It's a vibe.
Kind of inspiring, kind of triumphant.
Yeah, I like it.
Getting ready for war. We're not ready if we're not sure if we're going to war, but we're preparing.
Right.
So Ethan's Basement. I don't know. Is this Twitter? Where is this? Facebook? I don't know.
I think it's YouTube. YouTube community post.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, HG Podcast. Colleen's lawyers think I'm you and sent me a cease and desist email asking for Mr. Klein. What should I tell them? Cheers, my dude. Love ya. So my first reaction when I saw this was like, man, there's no way. Now I know Ethan's Basement. This guy wouldn't lie. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
You know him, right?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
he's
We've
a good guy.
been chatting a little bit behind the scenes, and yeah, he's an honest person.
Yeah, so I was like, well, I'm sure. So my initial thought was like, it's probably a troll. Because the troll people have got pretty good at making stuff look real. And I mean, for God's sakes, I'm pretty sure that this whole Colleen claiming thing was a troll. So they're out there. So this first started, I tweeted it about it. I said, I'm assuming this is fake until I see it. Because I can't imagine her lawyers would be dumb enough to send it to a fan channel. But if it's real, let's go. So this morning,
I am her biggest fan.
the first thing I thought of when I woke up was like, all right, because last night he wasn't getting back to us. It was too late, I understand. So first thing, I wake up, I check the updates. And sure enough, it's real as a... It's as real as... Let me think here. I was going to say it's as real as Cav's donation to Habitat for Humanity, but that was not real.
Right.
That wouldn't be a good analogy.
As real as Cav's wet and reckless charges.
Those are real. I think.
Those are real.
Yeah.
Those are so real.
Okay. Those are as real, as true, and straight and hard as Brad the Bull's cock.
Mm.
Hell yeah.
Not good?
I liked it.
No, that's real.
I think it's
It
fun.
felt like a stretch, maybe.
You know he's hard. You know he's got a hog on him.
It's real.
The bull?
They did two of you at the same time. That's real. That's real.
It is. It is.
It's real.
It's just a vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, we all know. We all know.
Yeah, I guess if anyone would know, you guys would know.
So, now the first thing I thought was like, okay, this is real. Okay, interesting. So, what I find interesting first about this, here's the email, of course. Why wouldn't I show it? I blurred out the lawyer's email because it's fine. I'm not trying to give shade to the lawyer. I'm not doing that anymore. Yet. I'm just kidding.
You're a reasonable man.
I'm a reasonable man, you know. I'm not trying to cause any trouble. I'm just trying to, listen, I'm a very open person.
Yeah.
The lawyers need to know that about me.
Yeah. And the last situation you asked them, are you sure you want to go through with this?
Yeah. with
Which one, BBTV?
BB, yeah.
And now I'm $620,000 richer.
Hell yeah, dude.
But apparently her lawyer is somewhat of a high-powered individual, or I don't know, high-powered, but let's say.
It's a big entertainment lawyer.
Yeah, is this the guy who represents?
What are we saying who it is or not? Because as soon as you say that, you've said who it is.
Okay, I won't go there. I mean, we talked a lot about it on Wednesday, but okay, whatever. My first thought was he represents a someone who is potentially a cannibal, allegedly. That's alleged, right? That was alleged?
That's well, it's no.
This is his lawyer, so I don't want to misspeak.
It was like a fetish. It was a crazy fetish.
He allegedly he liked cannibal play.
Play. I don't. Yeah, we'll say that.
Just
We'll
pretend
say that.
cannibalism. Okay.
He
ate.
So
He ate with that one.
who else does he allegedly represent?
Let's just say his name. Why not?
I don't want to say his name.
Oh, okay.
Was it Kevin Spacey or someone else?
No.
No, not Kevin Spacey.
No.
Bill Cosby.
No.
Not Bill Cosby.
No.
Huh. Well, anyway, I was like, so the letter, this is really interesting. The thrust of the letter is they want us to clarify that she did not upload and claim the music. What I find compelling about this is that they don't care about all the other stuff.
Right.
It's just the CD baby shit. That was too far. Not the grooming, not the brother's a pedophile.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, they may be planning on suing the kids instead.
I hope not, but you're
I
probably
hope not.
right,
That's a
based on the
classic.
gearing up I'm seeing here.
Yeah.
Well, if she does do that, we should definitely crowdfund
Yeah.
for them. Because I know from firsthand account how fucked up it is to get sued from someone with money when you're broke. Or, well, I guess I don't, because Matt Haas didn't really have money. But get sued when you're broke. Oh, shit. Wait, he did represent Bill Cosby, allegedly.
For real?
Yo, he represents Bryan Singer.
Yeah.
Yo, this guy really
Talk
rubs
about it.
shoulders with some of the greatest. Man, if I found out that my lawyer was representing these guys, I'd be like, maybe not you. Bryan Singer? Prince Andrew?
That is so sick.
You're the legend, bro. And added to the list. Dude, it's almost Danny Masterson. Woo! Going to this lawyer is basically an admission of guilt. Allegedly. We love him with peace and love. We love him. It's not that. I'm just doing an opinion thing, right? Because he's probably watching this now, so it's all an opinion thing. I'm a comedian, you know what I mean? Thank you. Exactly. We have a whole opinion collage. Just so you for sure couldn't mistake it. But yeah, she's in great company, man. What's Chris Noth? What did Chris Noth do? Okay, nothing, apparently. He's innocent. Chris Noth is innocent. I never heard of him. But, Bryan Singer doesn't get much worse than that. Let me ask you this, lawyer, whoever you are. You represent Bryan Singer. Would you let him babysit your kids? He's like, no, but I'd let him pay me. Okay, all right. Settle down, Ethan. Not trying to pick a fight with anybody. I'm actually here to bury the hatchet, if you can believe that.
Yeah.
But I have a problem. I've gone over this before. I don't respond well to these types of things. You know? He's the rapist. He's the rapist. You know, like amongst the rapist community, he's the one where they're like, this is the guy to go to. In my opinion, all alleged. I think they're all innocent. They're all innocent. Fart joke. Oh, man. See, I have a problem. It's my problem and it's their problem. So,
Shout out.
All right, let me just read this so we can hopefully not stay on this too long. Stop laughing at Sonic! Stop laughing at Sonic. That was really quiet.
I had to turn the music way down because it was too loud.
Oh, but I need some hype music, so can we figure that out?
Well, the music's still playing, but I have it low. But
I can't hear it.
Okay.
I need to hear it. I need to get hyped. It's too quiet. I'm not feeling the excitement. Okay, now I'm excited.
Now we're talking.
Thank you.
That is overstimulated.
Now I'm excited. Now it's too loud. Can I say that? Is
Jeez.
that okay?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, thank you. All right,
That
so
was a
here's the
made-up
letter
fan.
that was sent to the fan channel and then was sent to us last night at 8:30 p.m., which is after I tweeted, I think. So, like, I'm pretty comfortable saying, and to the best of my knowledge, that we did not receive this email until, let's see, this first one was from 19 hours ago. That predates 8:30 last night. Right? I think so. Someone want to crunch the numbers back there for me? What time was that tweeted out? I'll have a lot of help today.
I'm crunching.
I'm floundering out here. You guys still thinking on that one?
What are you asking? I'm dealing with audio today. So.
Well, you're not. Yeah, you're not the only one.
Sorry, I was checking something else that was said.
You tweeted it at 6 p.m., I think.
6 p.m.
Yes.
Yeah, it says the time here, 6 p.m. So he didn't send the email until 2.5 hours after this.
Right.
Thank you.
Well, they sent an email. They tried to send an email to us the day prior, but they didn't send it. I don't know where that got sent.
It's not in my work email.
That's what
not
I'm
in
saying.
Any of my emails.
When the Ethan's Basement guy forwarded us the email that he received in the down in the email quote or whatever, you could see the original email that they tried to send to us, and it was time-stamped on Tuesday.
Did they show the email that
It doesn't
sent?
show
Oh.
where it was originally sent.
Okay, so they're just like Ethan@ethan.com. That'll reach him. So anyway, this is the email at long last. Let's take a look. Dear Mr. Klein, you may know some of my clients. So therefore, you should take this seriously. For example, Armie Hammer, Chris Noth, Danny Masterson, Brian Singh, Prince Andrew. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. That would be funny, though. He says, Dear Mr. Klein, our law firm is litigation counsel to Colleen Ballinger. We are writing regarding a recent episode of your podcast in which you falsely reported that Mrs. Ballinger submitted a copyright claim based on your prior use of her song. You also falsely reported that Mrs. Ballinger uploaded the song to CD Baby for sale. Neither of those statements is true, nor do you have any information support to make those claims on your podcast. Well, that's not true. I do. In fact, I tweeted it out. And these guys really... Colleen, I don't know what you're paying them, but they're not doing enough. You know. Let me go back. Literally from YouTube. Here's what I got. It says toxic gossip train. Okay. Colleen Ballinger. This is literally from YouTube. Okay. On behalf, CD Baby, on behalf of Colleen Ballinger. Now, if there's a problem with this, which, by the way, I was very upfront in saying it's a strong possibility that she's not even responsible for that. So I feel like I was fairly gracious and fairly truthful in terms of the potentiality that this was actually her. And frankly, I want the truth too. I don't want her to be blamed for something she didn't do. So, but let's continue. So they says, neither of those statements is true, nor do you have any information to support making those statements on your podcast. I do. Absolutely, I do. I think you call those receipts in the legal, in the law world. You know, the receipts like, I shouldn't make that joke. I really shouldn't. I shouldn't do it. No. Let me type it. You guys tell me. I know you guys are going to say no, but I don't know. It's not even that funny potentially, but it's probably, I shouldn't say that.
No, don't.
I mean, it's just a joke. Thoughts, Dan?
If we're getting sued, you've already done what you need to do to get sued. So I don't know.
I don't
At this
think
point,
so.
fuck
I've
it.
been good.
You have not been good.
This is all I've ever. How have I not been good?
You are attacking this lawyer, saying.
So, what is he going to sue me for being a meanie?
That's
Maybe.
why that's why I was distracted.
Extremely litigious people sue. Like,
Okay, well,
you know this.
fine.
Like,
I'm already
you've learned this lesson.
Dude, I'm sorry, but Colleen Ballinger does not scare me. I'm being sued by a billionaire.
Okay, then he said the receipts like Bryan Singer has.
I didn't say you read it now.
I know. I'm just saying. I think at this point, all bets are off.
Go ahead, read it.
The receipts like Bryan Singer has for kids' toys.
That's a joke.
Yeah.
That's not an actual allegation. Thank you, Dan. Didn't need to read it.
I don't think that I'm trying to say that's not the thing that's going to get you sued.
Everything I've said is jokes, bro. It's all alleged. I don't know anything. It's all in my opinion.
I'm not saying they would win, but they doesn't.
Well, get in line, bitches. You know what I mean?
cook.
It's basically like part of my personality at this point. It's like, hey, it's Ethan. I'm going to get the record for the most sued asshole on YouTube.
The highlights has been doing great, so I say keep it coming.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the settlements can turn out to be a lot more than anything.
Yeah.
Well,
But I don't care.
Fair enough.
Listen, the thing is, I believe in the First Amendment, and I say, give me freedom or give me death. Right, Dan?
Fair enough. I mean, it's your money.
Right. Exactly. It's my money. Although, with you reading that statement, they may be able to come after you personally.
Nope. Everything I say is on behalf of Ethan Klein LLC.
That I disavow. I disavow.
I am an employee, salaried employee.
Your Dan's
under the
statements
umbrella.
do not represent the interests of this company. You know what's kind of funny though? I believe them that it wasn't her. I believe them,
I believe him too.
and
Yeah.
I said that before. But what's funny, he goes,
Especially, though it hasn't finished publishing, but after seeing the CD Babies process for getting shit on platforms, like, yeah, it does seem like it's not that hard to troll like that.
well, what's funny is they're sending me a cease and desist. We literally redid an experiment to show how easy it is to do that to acquit Colleen Ballinger.
Yeah, we were trying to clear her name.
Like, come
trying
on.
to do her a favor.
Like, I'm here for the truth and the truth only. Now, if you're wondering about the truth about Bryan Singer, what's that documentary called? Did Open Secret or something?
I don't know if that one included him.
There's one about him, or it has him in it, about the predators in Hollywood management.
It is called An Open Secret.
Oh, okay. An Open Secret documentary. And now, if you guys are looking to learn about some really disturbing stuff about Bryan Singer, An Open Secret potentially would be a good watch for you. I don't know if anything in that documentary is true or not. I didn't make it. It has 88% on Rotten Tomatoes, though, so people did like it. I mean, I've always despised Bryan Singer, so I feel it's good in a way to have almost this. I have here almost a revenue to speak to him in a sense. Like, I've always thought, in my opinion, that Bryan Singer's a fucking pedophile.
Right.
That's just
Based on what they told me.
No, that's just in my opinion, because it's been alleged. Watch, I'm gonna get sued by Bryan Singer now. It's so funny. Well, hold on. What's the evidence for that? Just so I can say, I mean, I'm alleging it in my opinion, but there is evidence, right? Okay, that was a bit much.
I would have to dig in. I don't know off the top of my head all the details of that.
I mean, here, the Atlantic,
I
right?
mean, they made a documentary about it, so I'm sure.
Bryan Singer's accusers speak out. Because this guy was like mainstream. And meanwhile, like the most heinous accusations you can imagine this guy was up to. And like even up to recently, didn't he direct
it all fell apart for him during the whole Queen movie.
That was not that long ago.
It wasn't that long ago.
You know? But he says nobody's going to believe you. The Bohemian Rhapsody director Bryan Singer has been trailed by accusations of sexual misconduct for 20 years. Here his alleged victims tell their stories. So maybe not a pedophile. Oh, he was accused of essaying minors. But let's make sure there's not a correction here. That's why I got sued by CavCav. Let's see. Let's go to the bottom. It just says, this article appeared in March 2019 print edition with the headline, nobody's going to believe you. So there doesn't appear to be any corrections, but I'm not making any claims at all. You know what I mean? That's just my. Why is we got to get my opinion on the screen, guys? Even when I'm showing something.
This is the Atlantic's opinion.
Is this where'd you find this photo?
You just Google Bryan Singer creep and a bunch of photos come up.
Oh, dude, you're really dressed as a priest, you sick fuck. You fucking monster, you.
Yeesh.
Feel free to form your own opinion around it.
Wow. Yeah, I've always despised Bryan Singer. He's one of the most wretched people, it seems to me, alive. So shout out. But everybody deserves to be defended, right? I guess.
Mm-hmm.
What's kidding? I mean, everybody deserves a legal defense.
No. I hit the nope button, but I said
Nope.
kidding.
So it's taking me a while to get through this. Gosh, this is one. We've only made it through one paragraph. This is the problem. Is like, I could have done this in like 5 minutes. But how long have we been going now?
35 minutes.
35 minutes.
Yeah.
And I've
We
even
have to
got
do
to
our
the
ads
second.
soon.
I haven't even got to the second paragraph. In fact, I might have to take an ad break and then come back to it.
All for a story that pretty much is just that nothing happened.
How is that a story? No, something did happen. They sent me a cease and desist. That's a
Right.
big deal.
Hey girl, what's the tea?
Excuse me, Dan. Don't downplay this. We clickbait shit. This is not one of those times. Oh, so I was going to say something's interesting. He says, you falsely reported that Miss Ballinger uploaded the song CD Baby for sale. Neither of those statements is true, nor do you have any information to support and make those claims on your podcast. So not only do I have those claims, what I find interesting is they didn't provide any proof that she didn't do it. So, like, I can't sit here and say...
Well, the burden of proof is on the person making the claim.
What? No, I have evidence from YouTube. I'm not making it up. YouTube sent me an email that said Colleen Ballinger claimed your shit. So if they're saying, I need you to say that that was a lie, I can't sit here and tell you with 100% certainty that is a lie because YouTube sent me that. I would need some kind of proof. Now, do I believe them? I do believe them. But I can't with 100% certainty say that she did not claim those songs and then later regret it. I can't say that. That would be a question for CD Baby or Kid Disco or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
Distro Kid.
Yeah. Oh, and then, I mean, here you can say even, golly, this was yesterday before this lawyer stuff even started. I said Colleen or whoever was impersonating her, right, has dropped the claim. And so, you know, again, this has been part of the narrative from the beginning. Lawyers don't expect this reaction when they email people, I bet. I don't think they never met somebody like me. I'm like the genie, baby. You ain't never
had a friend like
met
me.
a friend like me. Do. I'm like the
my
genie of
God.
shit. I come out of like a fucking clogged
crazy.
shit toilet.
Be careful what you wish for.
Miss Ballinger did not upload the song to CD Baby, Apple Music, or any of those other streaming platforms for sale or for any purpose. Miss Ballinger has not monetized the song in any way. We don't know who published it to those streaming platforms. Okay. It was done without Miss Ballinger's knowledge or authorization, and we took measures to have the content removed. Thank you. And it seems that your efforts resulted in the claim being dropped, which I appreciate, and I thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Likewise, Miss Ballinger has not issued any copyright infringement claims to you or to anyone else that featured her video song. We demand that you promptly publish a retraction. I guess this is technically a retraction. Well, it's not a retraction. It's not even really a correction because I feel like we were correct in the beginning. And refrain from making unsubstantiated claims about our client going forward. Okay, well, I don't plan on doing that.
We'll just stick to the grooming that you did for the kids.
yeah.
Right.
The stuff
those are
that's substantiated. Yeah.
It's so funny that they
I mean, it is.
admit it.
The grooming claims are actually highly substantiated.
Yeah.
In fact, we had 3 first-hand accounts of it
That's
on
correct.
our show.
Yep.
But don't you find it endlessly ironic that they're like, "Hey, the CD Baby shit."
I mean,
It's hilarious.
it is ironic and it's a bit funny. But yeah, I mean they're denying the stuff that they're able to deny.
Right.
And
And the other stuff.
and staying quiet
There-
on the
there are days
rest,
we
I
really
guess.
forgot about the
Yeah,
other stuff.
I don't know.
We
What
don't
can you really
remember
say?
anything. I don't remember nothing about nobody. So they say that she hasn't filed copyright. She hasn't sought to monetize. And I believe you guys. Genuinely, I do. So I'm happy to put this out there in support of that notion. I don't believe she did. As I've said from the beginning, I've been very vocal about that. And so, yeah, I believe you guys. Now, I don't know it for sure. You'd have to show me some kind of proof. Maybe some kind of emails or correspondence with CD Baby where they can show, like, we don't have an ID or we don't have any identifying information for the person who claimed these. That would be compelling. That would be more compelling. I say, okay, I'm pretty sure. 99.9.
Okay. Ethan.
But I'm not in the business of making definite statements
Anymore.
anymore. I learned my lesson. Although here's one thing I can say for sure. Bryan Singer, I'm just kidding. You knew what I was going to say, but I didn't say it. I was going to say
There's
he's a
some
good
things you could-
director. He's a good director. He is. That's the thing about him. I like his movies.
He's
Okay, he's mid.
He's
I don't
mid.
know. He made one good movie, if we're being honest.
He made the X-Men movies, which I like.
I always thought those were kind of mid.
Which is the one that you like that he made?
Usual Suspects.
Oh, I mean, that's iconic.
Yeah, it's a great
With
movie.
his good friend Kevin Spacey.
That's correct.
The two greats coming together.
Yeah, but outside of that,
Who's a
I've
great
never
actor?
thought he was that great of a director.
Okay, well, there's one thing for sure. He is most definitely a director.
He has directed films.
Notwithstanding the foregoing, we recognize that you have since acknowledged on Twitter that someone may have been impersonating Ms. Ballinger. Okay, good. We request that you please forward us the DMCA notice you received. I don't know why people keep saying that. I never said I got a DMCA. Never.
It seems like a lot of people, and I understand why it's confusing, but a lot of people do not understand the difference between a claim and like a strike. A DMCA and a claim are the same thing in a lot of people.
It was kind of frustrating because it's like a DMCA would be way worse, and I want to make clear it was never a DMCA. It was just a claim.
Yeah.
It was just a claim to rev share. That's all it was. I want to make sure I responded and gave him the receipts he wanted because I do think they should investigate that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm 100% with them on that. Let me just respond real fast. I mean, you could just check Twitter, but that's fine. I'll do your job for you. It's not like I'm busy or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like a lot of your clients don't have much going on these days, so I get it if you assume that we all have a lot of time on our hands. But I actually do, but that's fine.
Oh, God.
So here it is.
That's funny.
I've sent it. So now, because the thing is, I actually greatly support you guys in so far as this is a huge problem we've identified. CD Baby should be held accountable for this shit. That is super fucked up.
I will say, okay, before we slam CD Baby too hard here, part of the submission process, because I was wondering why it still wasn't up, and I went and logged in last night, and it was in a review stage.
Huh.
So I've been waiting to see what gets through on this review stage.
That is interesting.
It says it looks like the being inspected is finished.
So we got it. So you just own one of my songs now for no reason.
What is the current state?
See, we're about to completely exonerate your client.
Yeah.
You can thank me for that too.
Thank you. Your release is now in the.
No, it's fucking innocent.
Okay, maybe it is still in the inspection queue.
Okay.
So I don't know. So they clearly do have some sort of process for reviewing these things, but whether they just are going to fast track it without really inspecting it, or somebody may have found a way to get around it or something in Colleen's case, I don't know. But
Maybe called. You could do social engineering.
yeah. Yeah, so we'll.
But you
we'll
guys
see
should
if
look
it
into
winds
that.
up.
Yeah, you guys should look into that for sure. But hey, I didn't do nothing. Okay.
All aboard!
Yeah, see somebody say Emily Baker was claimed too, but it wasn't CD Baby. Yeah, we spoke with her actually. I
She
sent her
got claimed from
from DistroKid, which
Yeah.
is another one just like CD Baby.
So the fact that somebody uploaded it to 2 different ones is very trollish.
yeah.
Yeah. So I believe you guys 100%. You know what I mean? I'm with you. I don't think she did it. So the grooming, on the other hand,
she's exonified.
The grooming, on the other hand,
jury's out.
highly substantiated. I have a lot more reasons to believe the grooming allegations than not.
They didn't have no quibble with the grooming allegations.
Everything you said about her family, totally fine. 100% factual. CD Baby, we demand you stop now.
That's right.
Okay, thank you. Please don't sue me, Bryan Singer.
All right, we are at 45
One thing
minutes.
I can say for sure about Bryan Singer is that he's a pretty good guy. Some people would say. I don't. I think so.
Right.
He's a pretty good guy. He's a pretty good guy. He's a pretty doodly good guy. That's a joke. I don't know anything. I genuinely don't know anything.
I don't know anything.
This is a real photo, though, actually. I know that this is a photo. That's a photograph.
Probably.
That is a photograph.
Very possibly.
That's Bryan Singer, I believe. But I, again, think that to be true. Brian's like, dude, I'm getting heat just from being with this guy.
Am I catching strays?
Yeah.